Joint programming is the attempt to have a joint strategy between EU member states and EU delegations in country. It's an exercise that has been going on for a few years, but since 2011 we have seen a lot of progress. Now joint programming is taking place in more or less 40 countries with up to 55 possible potential countries. And it's spread over geographically, and in terms of type of countries we are covering up to 20 fragile states. It's important to say that joint programming comes from a long history of aid effectiveness and member state coordination. Since 2011 we've seen the push given by the Busan Global Partnership and by the Council conclusion taken by the EU member states. And in those Council conclusions we have for the first time a structure of what joint programming looks like. So joint programming is a process, but it's also a document, a series of documents coming out of these negotiations. In practice is a joint analysis of the National Development Plan, so it's rooted into the National Development Plan needs, and it's a joint answer, joint response by the EU member states or also non-EU member states who are like-minded and want to join this exercise. Which means that in this joint response we have a strategy, we have a joint vision about the future of the countries as the donors, would like and to take shape, and in accordance with the government, so and owned by the government as much as possible in the process and in the end result. It is aligned so to the National Development Plan. It is possibly synchronized to the timing of the National Development Plan or to a timing of major events in the country, such as elections. And it includes a very indicative projection of financial figures per member states or per participating donors and per sector to indicate who is doing what in which sector. So joint programming is trying to reflect for the moment bilateral programming from member states and from the EU institutions. And for these reasons, maybe it's premature now to talk about vertical funds or private foundations, because it would be difficult to integrate them in the discussion, in the dialogue, which is mostly local. Of course, we are able to integrate as much as possible local partners and stakeholders, including the normal dialogue with civil society, which takes place over the EU programming period as well. So we are looking into synergies with other processes inside the EU policies, between the EU policies, also with budget support dynamics, with the civil society I mentioned, with the CSO roadmaps, and we're looking at synergies as well with early warning systems, so for risk assessment systems.